I was in the streets like most kids. You know, I grew up, I seen everybody selling drugs, making good money, and that's the lifestyle I wanted to live. A few years of traumatic experiences. My cousin was killed in my house. Some of my people tried to come rob me and kill him. My dad died the next year, and then my nephew was killed by the police in 2016. And that right there just told me, like, there's more in life worth living for. And just made me just start taking my last nephew and really getting him under my wing to do something legal and understand the importance of building wealth and assets, doing the legal way. When you're young, you don't know, like you said, you don't know what you want to do. So at times I thought school was for me, times I'm like, nah, school ain't for me. I was already headed into the construction trades, I just didn't know how. I didn't know the angles, I didn't know nobody to put me into it. So Building Futures is actually bridging the gap that a lot of people and minorities have.
They think it's all one thing. It's not. It's completely different. And because y'all went through it, you went through it. It's gone.
You gotta learn how to cut out the things you don't need to get the things you want. And that's what Building Futures is all about. It helps the kids realize that it's a need for trades. You know, you doing a service to yourself by learning something you can use for yourself regardless if you work it or not. And it's so simple to learn it once you get the right training. And that's what these kids is missing. They're missing people to look out, mentor them, and teach them how to, you don't gotta be in the streets to make good money. The main thing in the trades is to know how to read a tape measure. You can read a tape measure, you can do so much. The rule is measure twice, cut once. So you always double check yourself, your work come out good, and have pride about your work. 4 or 5 years, you're a journeyman, making $1,000 to $1,500 a week. You can afford to pay for your family, school, anything else you need. I think it's personally better than taking on $100,000 in loans and having to worry about paying that back for the rest of your life. There's a lot of constructions they call it a brother and a friend. They get their brother and their friends on before anybody else from the outside. So by this inserting people into it, now they had a chance to bring their brother and their friend. Like I brought my nephew and my other nephew that's graduating today. My nephew makes $15, $16 fresh out of high school. He hasn't complained yet, and he's not in the streets. And he goes to work every day, goes to class. He's thinking about buying houses. This is a lot of things that kids at 19, 20 years old are not even thinking about. So if I, Franklin County, Impact, Building Futures can get these kids out the streets and into this program, I think we can help start some of the better community for ourselves. What you learn from one person, you're supposed to give it to the next, free of charge, especially if you got it for free.
American Graduate Getting to Work is made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.